the most important piece of tech you own? My name is Marcus John Henry Brown, and I'm a performance artist who ordinarily hacks business conferences with performance art. Well, I did before the virus. For the last 3 weeks, I've been talking about a new format that I'm calling Tiny Talks, and you wanted a behind-the-scenes look at the tech I used to make them. Well, here you go. Welcome to Tiny Talk number 3, the truth behind the tech. I've spent a considerable amount of time testing and playing around with YouTube. That means I already had quite a lot of kit, which also meant that quite a lot of stuff was in place before the lockdown shit show finally hit the fan. Now, I'm not precious about the tech I use, it's not a secret, and I want you all to make better virtual keynotes for virtual conferences, so this is what I use. I use cameras. This is camera number 1. It's the Canon EOS R with a 35mm lens. I used to hate it, now I love it. This is camera 2. It's the Panasonic GH5 with a 7-14mm lens. I used to love it, now I'm completely indifferent about it. I could go on for days about lenses, but I can't be bothered to do that here. Needless to say, I have lenses. Light is super important. The window I'm sitting in front of is the most important piece of kit I have. I have an extra spot, an LED light, and sometimes I use an aperture Amaran spot if I need a little bit more oomph. Sound is hugely important. Sound is the most important thing of all. In fact, I made so many mistakes with audio at the beginning and ruined so many videos, but now I have panels stuffed with IKEA carpet, and I've put an IKEA carpet on the floor. All of my acoustic problems suddenly then disappeared. I've recently upgraded my audio stuffs, and I've got here this gorgeous Shure SM7B dynamic microphone, which I'm running through a cloud lifter and a Scarlett Solo preamp. Filmmakers and YouTube creators normally record all of their stuff onto SD discs. What? And then transfer the files to their computer and then edit them in the software of their liking. My workflow is slightly different. I'm making tiny talks, little films that I want to feel like well-rehearsed live performances, so I'm streaming with the 2-camera setup directly in Streamlabs OBS. But it's this little thing here, this gorgeous little piece of magic, the Elgato Camlink thing. This is the thing that you've all been gagging to know about. I've connected all of the cameras to my iMac through the Camlink and straight into Streamlabs, which is this lovely little remote hotkey thing that I use to edit on the fly. I then import the footage into Premiere Pro, add the B-roll, the music, the animation stuff, which I do in After Effects, maybe add some additional text, watch it 20 times, do another edit, and then it's finished. Easy. But this is the truth about the tech. Are you ready for the truth?
I want the truth!
None of the tech stuff matters. You could have a broadcast grade studio and your stream or your tiny talk could still be shit if it doesn't have a format, you don't have a plan, you haven't got a product, or you don't have a personality, idea, or anything exciting to say. Now, I was asked, how do you become an artist? And I replied that you have to fall in love with art and then immerse yourself in it. So how do you become a tiny talker? How do you smash a virtual keynote out of the virtual ballpark? You have to fall in love with tiny talks. You have to fall in love with video. Now that might mean you have to start all over from scratch. You have to immerse yourself in the world of moving pictures and on-the-screen stuff. Dive into the world of film. Immerse yourself in the world of cameras, filming, editing, light and audio design. And you don't need to have a big budget. You don't really need to buy all of these cameras, for example. You can do it on a budget. You can do it on your mobile phone. It's never been easier to find out how to make things if you just really care. The most important piece of tech you own is your heart. So take all of your fantastic ideas, all of your PowerPoint slides and your keynote, and turn them into fantastic little films. Turn them with cameras and lights and sound and your heart into fantastic little tiny talks.
You can't handle the truth!
Marvellous.